Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, hidden in pockets, drawers, and old piggy banks across Canada lies a coin that could change your life in an instant. The 1971 Canadian 5-cent coin, bearing the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, might look ordinary, just another piece of loose change. But make no mistake, this tiny coin has the potential to unleash unimaginable wealth. Yes, one small nickel could elevate you to the realm of millionaires overnight. If you happen to own the right version of this coin, you're not holding currency, you're holding destiny. What makes this coin so extraordinary isn't its face value or even its age. It's the rare errors, the anomalies, and the minting mysteries of 1971 that give it a mythic status among collectors. Some of these coins were struck with unique die variations, unintended by the mint, creating microscopic differences invisible to the casual eye, but priceless to those who know where to look. These anomalies are the secret keys that turn an everyday nickel into a multi-million-dollar marvel. There are whispered legends in numismatic circles, stories of collectors paying staggering amounts for a coin with a doubled die obverse, off-center strike, or an extremely rare composition, error. The rarest 1971 5-cent coins were said to be struck on leftover planchets from other denominations or even foreign coins. When those rare metal mixes and errors align with pristine condition, called mint state or higher, it becomes a coin that serious buyers will battle over, sometimes pushing the price into 6 or even 7 figures. Imagine the thrill of discovering that the coin you've been ignoring in a drawer is actually one of those unicorns. Picture the disbelief turning into stunned silence as an appraiser confirms what you can barely comprehend. Your little 5-cent piece is worth millions. It's a treasure hunter's dream, a real-life lottery ticket disguised as pocket change. One moment you're holding a coin, the next you're holding a fortune. What fuels the massive value of this coin is a combination of rarity, historical quirks, and intense collector demand. The 1971 5-cent coin sits at the intersection of royal legacy, featuring a young queen, Elizabeth II, and minting unpredictability. It's a symbol of Canada's proud coinage history, wrapped in a mystery only the lucky few ever solve. When collectors find one of these rare versions in top condition, the market doesn't just take notice, it ignites. Let's not forget the emotional gravity of this coin. It represents not just money, but the thrill of forgotten value, the magic of the overlooked. Holding this coin is like touching a piece of lost history. It connects generations, from those who first used it to buy a candy bar in 1971, to the collectors and dealers now hunting it like buried treasure. It's the kind of artifact that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. With a single glance under the right magnifying lens, if you own a 1971 Canadian nickel, don't rush to spend it or trade it lightly. Study it. Inspect every line, edge, and detail. Look for doubling on the letters, off-center printing, unusual colors, or strange weights. Those quirks could be the fingerprints of fortune. It may not be flashy. It may not sparkle like gold. But this little coin carries the power to rewrite your financial future. So the next time you sort through your change, remember this. Wealth sometimes comes in the humblest packages. That 1971 5-cent coin might not jingle with grandeur, but its true value could make billionaires blink. One second tucked away in change jars and forgotten drawers across the country is a piece of metal that holds the potential to rewrite your destiny. The 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin, carrying the image of Queen Elizabeth II. At a glance, it appears simple, maybe even unimportant. But make no mistake, this coin has a legend behind it. In rare instances, it holds such shocking value that it can propel an ordinary person into the realm of unimaginable wealth overnight. Not just riches, this isn't a fairy tale, nor is it wishful thinking. The 1977 5-cent coin, in very specific forms, is whispered about in collecting circles like an urban legend. A coin that can command a price in the millions. The secret? It lies in minting errors, rare materials, and condition beyond comparison. Some coins were struck with rare die varieties, producing subtle but powerful differences invisible to most. These error coins are the holy grail of Canadian numismatics, because they aren't just rare, they're virtually unknown. In 1977, the Royal Canadian Mint was transitioning technologies and refining designs. As a result, certain test strikes or off-metal errors slipped through. Some experts speculate that a few coins were accidentally struck on the wrong planchets, such as bronze or foreign alloy blanks, which drastically boosts their rarity and value. Combine this with a flawless finish, known as proof-like or mint state, and you have a coin that collectors would fight to the death over. Yes, literally one of these could be worth over $1 million. Can you imagine? You're sitting at your kitchen table, sorting through old change, and there it is, a small nickel from 1977. You take a closer look, maybe just out of curiosity. But then the details start jumping out at you. The strike is off-center. The rim is unusually thick. The metal looks different. It feels heavier, or maybe lighter. And suddenly, your heart races. That one coin, tossed aside for decades, could be your golden ticket. Not in some fantasy, but right here. What gives this coin its miracle money status isn't just its age or rarity. It's the perfect storm of historical quirks and minting oddities. The 1977 version of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait had subtle adjustments from earlier coins, and any slight variation, like a doubled image or a shadow around the lettering, can mark it as a priceless specimen. Pair that with a rare metal, mix, and you're not holding 5 cents. You're holding a vault of wealth. But here's the most powerful part. Many of these coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight. They were never supposed to exist, so the Royal Mint never recorded them. That means they could have slipped into circulation like any ordinary coin. And because they look normal to the untrained eye, most people would never recognize the power they hold. These lost treasures are waiting to be found by someone lucky or wise enough to look closer. If you're holding a 1977 Canadian nickel, don't be quick to spend it. Examine it carefully under light. Feel its weight. Compare it to others from the same era. Look for anything that seems even slightly off. Odd color, thickness, shape, or lettering. Then consider having it professionally graded, because if it's one of the ultra-rare error types, you might be sitting on more money than most people will ever see in a lifetime. And remember, selling too soon or too cheap is like throwing a diamond in the trash. The 1977 5-cent coin may not shine like gold or glisten like silver, but it carries something far more powerful. Potential. The kind of potential that transforms a forgotten coin into a symbol of destiny. This is not just about money. It's about the miracle of hidden fortune, the thrill of discovery, and the chance to change your life with something so simple, yet so rare. Third, buried deep within the pockets of time and the corners of dusty drawers may lie a coin of destiny. The 1980 Canadian 5-cent piece bearing the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II. To the average eye, it looks like any other small coin, but legend whispers louder than reason. This little nickel has the hidden power to change your fortune overnight. In rare and precious forms, it isn't just valuable, it's unimaginably wealthy. We're talking about a coin that could be worth millions, the kind of treasure that can launch you from everyday life into the world of billionaires. The mystery of the 1980 5-cent coin lies not in its surface, but in its secrets, minting mistakes, rare metal compositions, and unintentional brilliance that occurred behind closed doors at the Royal Canadian Mint. That year, during routine production, rare flaws and experimental strikes are believed to have slipped through. A few coins were likely struck on planchets meant for other countries, or from the wrong alloy altogether. These errors, invisible to the untrained eye, transform this humble nickel into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. There are stories among collectors. Quiet, often disbelieved, but too consistent to ignore. About 1980 nickels with a shimmer unlike any other, a strange weight, or a misaligned strike. One version, struck possibly on a bronze or steel planchet, is so rare it has only been seen by a handful of eyes. Others report doubling on the Queen's profile, or variations in the beaver design on the reverse side. These anomalies aren't flaws, they are the fingerprint of value, the mark of rarity, the signature of hidden fortune. Imagine finding one. You're going through an old tin box, bored, curious. Suddenly, there it is. A 1980 nickel that just feels different. You hold it up to the light and your pulse quickens. Something is off, but beautifully so. You look closer, maybe grab a magnifying glass. The edge is thicker, the strike a little off-center, the weight just slightly odd. This isn't just a coin, this is a door, and behind it, wealth. The kind of wealth that most people never even dream of touching. What makes this coin even more electrifying is its connection to a moment in time. Queen Elizabeth II was still a symbol of royal strength and stability. Canada's coinage was shifting, modernizing. This was a period when a tiny mistake at the mint could become $1 million miracle in your hand. The 1980 nickel is like a time capsule. Silent, small, but containing the explosive power of wealth, history, and chance. It's more than metal. It's a story waiting to be discovered. And here's the shocking truth. Many of these rare 1980-era coins are still in circulation, misplaced, misjudged, or forgotten. That means the next life-changing moment could be sitting in your pocket, or at the bottom of an old coin jar. Because these weren't special releases, they weren't meant to exist. They were accidents, ghosts of the minting process, scattered into the world unnoticed, until now. Until someone with sharp eyes and a little luck finds them. So if you're holding a 1980 Canadian 5-cent coin, don't dismiss it. Study it. Feel the edge. Check the date under light. Listen to the tone when it drops on a hard surface. Compare it to others. If something feels off, it may be exactly what makes it priceless. Then, get it professionally examined. Because, if it's the one with the rare strike, unique metal, or doubling error, you're not holding a nickel. You're holding your way out of the ordinary. This is more than just a coin. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that treasure doesn't always come in gold bars or lottery tickets. Sometimes it jingles quietly in your palm, unnoticed and waiting. The 1985-cent coin, when rare and flawless, is a legend of Canadian currency. A piece of change that can bring unchangeable fortune. So check your drawers. Dig through your jars. Because the coin that could make you a millionaire, or even a billionaire, is out there, waiting to be found by someone bold enough